Hey guys, Duo Dreamer here. So I want to do a video of my top 5 favorite World Heavyweight Championship wrestling belt designs. Now, a lot of people always want to talk about what the belt looks like and stuff like that. Back in the day, you weren't really thinking about what the belt looks like. All that matters is who had the belt. You know, people go crazy when Hulk Hogan won the belt, or Shawn Michaels won the belt, or Diesel won the belt, or Triple H won the belt. But now it's all about what the belt looks like. You know, presentation is everything. Sometimes, the designs does makes you feel like a champion. I mean, I should know. I've been a mainstream champion once before for RWA, so with the way the belt looks like makes me, wish I can keep it. Well, actually, yeah. So, but anyway, I just want to give you my top 5 favorite designs, and these might be controversial, but again, like I said, if you want to give me your top 5, feel free to share. Okay. Alright, so let's start with number 5, and I know this is probably going to get the lynch mob after me, but number 5 is the Winged Eagle belt. Yeah, I know people say, like, okay, why isn't this on your, like, at least the top 3 or something like that? Well, compared to all the belts in the past, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, you know what I mean? I grew up watching this belt being handed down from Hulk Hogan to Sergeant Slaughter to Shawn Michaels, Yokozuna, Diesel, Bret Hart, and whatnot, even The Undertaker. And I grew up with this belt knowing about what the belt looks like. I've seen the old belt, what it looked like when I was growing up, when Hulk Hogan won the belt. I actually had the belt and body slam Andre the Giant. Everyone knows which one I'm talking about. But this belt is pretty much like, I would say, kind of like what it means to my childhood, because I grew up with this belt, you know what I mean? And it's such a beautiful belt. I mean, I had a friend who was also a wrestler who allowed RWA to use this belt for the New England Championship, and I actually won that belt at one time, and it felt good having that belt. Sadly, it wasn't the WWF World Heavyweight Championship belt, but at the same time, it's actually good to have the Winged Eagle belt around your waist or up on your shoulder and stuff like that. But like I said, it's nostalgic for me looking at this belt, and I can see why a lot of people love this belt and want to have this belt back. So, alright, so let's get to number 4. Number 4 would have to be the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship belt, the newest one. We've seen the old designs from the first one. I like the first one too. I mean, what do you expect when a Fed is actually just starting out? You know what I mean? You can't really expect too much. I wasn't a big fan of the second one. It looked kind of weird to me. But I like this third one. I don't know. Maybe it's because of those rings on the side of each plate. I'm actually a big fan of those little rings. It kind of looks more prestigious. I also like the wrestling ring on the bottom, underneath the Ring of Honor logo. But yeah, when I look at this belt, it's not your like run-of-the-mill, traditional World Heavyweight Championship. You don't see like a globe of the world or an eagle. You actually see like a olive wreaths on the side and diamonds and all that stuff. And it's actually looking like a good belt. First time I seen this belt was seeing it with Jay Briscoe. And I've been on a loop of Ring of Honor, and from time to time I watch it every once in a while. But when I saw this belt around his waist, I was like, wow, that looks like a beautiful belt. So I know it's already changed before he won it, but just looking at his belt, it looks so beautiful. So I wish they had replicas of this, because I actually want to get it for myself if one persists. So anyway, okay, so let's get to number 3. The undisputed version of the WWE Championship belt. This was actually my top favorite WWE Championship belts. World Heavyweight Championship belts. Reason why is because I just like the design. It's, I like the little stars on the side, the eagle and the globe as well. And I like this color scheme, gold and black. It actually brings it out more. We first saw this when Triple H, when Ric Flair presented this belt to Triple H when he was the undisputed champion after he beat Chris Jericho. You know, as much as I like the fact that having two belts carrying around, I thought it would be you know. For some reason, Japan seemed to pull it off with the All Japan Triple Crown Championship when you carry all three belts. Somehow they were able to pull that off. But for WWE, I don't know. I just think it kind of clashed. You know, seeing the WCW Championship belt, the big gold belt, and the Attitude Era belt. And to be honest with you, the Attitude Era was actually gone. You know, I mean, it was done at the moment WWE bought the belt, bought the company. So it was good to actually make a new belt to symbolize the new era of WWE. So, and I actually love this one. I'm really mad that John Cena changed it to the spinner belt, and it had been changed for almost 10 years. You know, as you know, it's my least favorite belt. So anyway, I really miss this belt. I wish they brought it back when people were winning the belt from John Cena, and I felt like, well, maybe they should change it back. But they didn't, because, well, that design was selling like hotcakes. You know, business is business, everyone. Alright, number 2 on my list is the first version of the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. And I have to say, when I first saw this belt, when TNA decided to go away from the NWA, I was like, I want this one. It looks beautiful. It looks so freaking beautiful. The definitions of it, there's like layers and layers of metal on it, and it just looks so beautiful. I mean, of course you have the eagle on there, and it looked good on the wrestlers when they won it, you know what I mean? And it was the first step for TNA actually becoming its own fed without the NWA. I was upset also that they decided to discontinue that belt and replace it with the brand new TNA design. I'm not a big fan of that one, and that's my opinion. This one I'm a big fan of. It kind of reminds me of the IWGP Grand Prix Championship for New Japan Wrestling, and I wish that they continue with this design and not with the old design, you know, but I think I know the reason why, because they changed the logo of TNA just slightly, so they wanted to continue with that scheme. But I thought this was a lot better. And now on to number 1. This is actually a tie. This was kind of hard for me to decide which one I want, but I wanted to put them on both. The first one, speaking of the IWGP, is the IWGP Championship. Oh my gosh. When I first saw this on Kurt Angle, I was like, that one I really want. It looks very heavy, like a championship should be. I love the design on the side plates, and the circles on their side I love. The fact they had like big huge metal letters of the IWGP is such a beautiful, it looks like a beautiful belt. It looks like a king would actually own it. I don't know if they actually have replicas of this. If they did, I would definitely buy it. But again, if I have the finances for that, I would definitely get this belt. Or, you know, make one exactly like that and use it for the Fed I'm working for, RWA. I mean, I feel like, you know, we're in need for a new design belt pretty soon because we're in a new era. But if I had the money, I would definitely make this one and make it my own. So, and the other number 1 that's actually tied with, and believe it or not, it's the original NWA World Heavyweight Champion. I love this design only to the fact that it's so nostalgic for me. I didn't grow up with this. It's just that for what it stands for, it makes me want to have this belt. And there have replicas of this, and I want to get it, but the wife kept telling me, you know, we don't have the money for that right now. And I was like, okay, fine. But I really want this belt. So this is actually my so both the IWGP and the NWA World Heavyweight Championship is my top favorite belt designs. And I know the NWA seems very, you know, too basic, but you know, the lineage, and they're still using it till this day. You gotta have to love it. I mean, I bet everybody will want to have that in their collection. So that's all. And I know what you people are thinking. Where's the big gold belt? That should be on this list too. This has heritage too, but The thing is, I'm not a big fan of the big gold belt. The reason why, because it's just big and gold. If you look at it from far away, you just see like a blob of gold. To be honest with you, you have to actually look close to it to actually see all the designs and stuff like that. That's just me though, but it is actually an honorable mention, and you know, it's not one of my top favorite, but it is a good belt, looking belt. So it is what it is. All right. So, but anyway, guys, that's pretty much all of my that's all of my favorite top belts designs. But feel free to comment down below to tell me what your favorite belt designs are. All right. So anyway, this is Dual Dreamer, and take care.